Hello, my name is Jamie and welcome back to the channel. Unlike any other channel that showcases Pokemon Go PvP content, my channel exclusively showcases Shadow Pokemon. So if you're into that type of content, I'd appreciate it if you could like and subscribe. So let's get into today's video. Today's video we are finally diving into the Ultra League Remix Cup, as I haven't done any content for this whatsoever, nor the Holiday Cup, so we're going to get to that as well. But today, once again, as always, you know I don't like to run XLs on the channel. We are going with a triple non-XL team, and we're going to be utilising the Shadow Snorlax Shadow Machamp core. I'm going to be running a Shadow Crobat in the lead, and the objective of this team is to say switch to Snorlax to hopefully draw out the Charmer, meaning our Machamp closer has a better chance at closing, as Charm is absolutely everywhere and Machamp gets absolutely deleted by that. So I'm hoping that I can draw it out when I say switch to Snorlax, and having Crobat with that debuff of Poison Fang is really nice. If you switch out of energy, you can also debuff something in the back. So that's the team. We're going to be running Crobat on Air Slash, Poison Fang and Shadow Ball, which are real nice coverage for stuff like Gelatin. Snorlax say switch on its usual moveset of Lick, Body Slam, Superpower, and Machamp in the closer position, running Counter, Cross Chop and Rock Slide. I almost said Stone Edge. Unfortunately, we don't have Stone Edge in the Ultra League. We do in Master League. So in Game 1, we pick up a dreadful lead against Galarian Stunfisk. It's really hard to align your moves. I attempt to catch a Rock Slide onto Snorlax. We are unsuccessful. However, we are successful in the objective of the team. We draw out the Charmer. In comes Alolan Ninetales. They build up so much energy. Snorlax now potentially can even flip this matchup. They get to a move. I am going to shield this up, as I know I will win either the one shield or I'll draw both the opponent's shield. Drawing both shields will definitely give Machamp the best chance at closing. We are timing our charge moves correctly to not let any charm through, so this Body Slam should draw a shield, and we are even going to make it to one more. So once again, if the Ninetales doesn't shield, they will go down. The opponent does shield it up, so just as we're about to go down, I quick swap into Crobat before they've got a chance to react, and I'm going to go for this Poison Fang just to get rid of it. What I'm also doing here is I'm drawing back out the Galarian Stunfisk. They're going to have to dump all their energy, as Machamp doesn't really want to take a Rock Slide, and I don't really want to play this stupid Rock Slide Earthquake bait game. So I'm just going to let them dump all their energy, and we're going to put faith in the one and only Shadow Machamp closing. We've also saved that Shadow Snorlax on 1 HP and a Dream as a sacrificial swap, as Machamp really doesn't do well without shields. In the back is a Mandibuzz. On Snarl, this is great. It's on Air Slash, which is dreadful. I am going to be forced to shield up this Aerial Ace, as the Air Slashes are absolutely shredding us. We're going to have to get to one Cross Chop and a Rock Slide to take them out. We let her Air Slash through. So now we are going to land this Cross Chop. I'm going to overfarm. This is where they reach the Aerial Ace. So I'm going to throw this Rock Slide now. We've got a little bit of residual energy to threaten that Stunfisk. Down goes the Mandibuzz. Can we close out this game? Back in comes the Stunfisk. They're now at 4 Mud Shots. This Cross Chop will do big damage, however it will not KO. Cross Chop lands, one more counter just to reach the Rock Slide, and there's the 1 HP Snorlax. You absolutely love to see it. And that right there is going to be a good game, off to a 1-0 start. So despite being hard countered with a Galarian Stunfisk into our Crobat, the team did work really well. We say switch to Snorlax, we drew out the Charmer, and Machamp did sweep the endgame despite us having a really poor matchup in the back against an Air Slash user. So moving on into the next battle, we pick up yet another lead against Mandibuzz. This is pretty dreadful for our Crobat, as they are so much more bulky than we are. If you notice in the top left, we have got the Spinning Wheel of Death, which has been absolutely annoying me. That's why I haven't done too many battles. You can see they get their fast move, and every single time I get denied, so I'm getting a bit tilted. But it is what it is, so I'm going to build up some energy. Once again, we get denied. I'm going to shield this move up. We are counting the Mandibuzzes. Snarls, once they reach 4, we are going to look to catch the energy on our Snorlax, which we do here. So despite them getting some free energy, it's not going to go to too much good use here, as Snorlax is super bulky. Let's see what we draw out. We draw out once again the Charmer, so this team could once again potentially work. Snorlax is going to get to these Body Slams, however, as the Mandibuzz did switch out immediately, we're going to be unable to flip this match, especially down a shield. So Snorlax has done its job. Just as a damage sponge, we're just going to have to let it go. We get a little bit more lick damage. Unfortunately, we can't get to the next Body Slam. So I'm going to have to come in with Crobat and hope to get rid of this Ninetales, as Machamp doesn't want to see any charm whatsoever. I throw 2 Air Slashes, You can see again the charm comes through, however this Poison Fang should take him out. The opponent chooses to shield, I throw one more Air Slash, and once again we're at the Poison Fang. Let's see if the opponent wants to double shield. They do not. So let's see what they come back in with. They come in with a Galarian Stunfisk, we come in with Machamp. So the opponent was running essentially the same team as the last opponent, just in a different order. Will we get the same result? As they're on Snarl, I'm not going to shield this Aerial Ace. I am going to look to counter down. Just as I reach the next Aerial Ace, we do manage to counter down. Machamp now has absolutely loads of energy. This first cross chop will definitely draw the last shield, and we're going to be able to outpace him to 2 more moves. We've still got our shield, so this should be another GG. Cross chop lands, does massive damage, and we actually CMP tie when they get to the rock side, if they were even going to throw, but this cross chop will be enough to take game 2. So off to a 2-0 start, despite losing lead in both battles. Moving on into game number 3. Let's see if we can keep the winning going. We lead our Crobat into a Crobat. It's the battle of the Purified versus the Shadow. We get some desync at the start. I'm still getting plagued by the Wheel of Death, so we are 1 turn behind. However, I am counting their moves. I'm not looking at my own energy. I still know when they reach the Shadow Ball, and I successfully catch that on Snorlax. Let's see what they come in with. They come in with an Escavalier. This isn't really great. However, Superpower will do big damage. I doubt the opponent's shield, so I'm just going straight for it. Superpower lands, does get it really low. However, the opponent doesn't commit to the farm down. They now throw. This is fine for us. I believe we should be able to take him out in 2 counters and not have to take a drill run. Let's see if Machamp can counter down. I want to get a little bit of residual energy on our Machamp, as our Crobat already has energy. Unfortunately, they do survive 1 HP and a Dream. I'm really worried that they haven't brought in a Charmer, and Machamp might have no play. So I decide to no shield the drill run, and I'm looking to switch straight back out into Crobat, as I think Crobat might be the one to sweep this game. They come in with a Trevenant. Back out comes the Crobat. We've got a lot of residual energy and we're up shields. I fire this Poison Fang, we get the shield. I'm going straight for this next Poison Fang. This could be a mistake. You can see I've got the Shadow Ball, so first of all I should have just Shadow Balled it, which I don't do. I was hoping that I could Poison Fang this and then Air Slash down and Poison Fang the Trevenant in the back. However, you can see as they've got so many free moves, that Air Slash you see go through is going to mean we're going to absolutely mess this game up massively, which you don't like to see, and we're going to lose with 2 shields. So, capping off that game, we made a few misplays, despite getting a bit tilted with all the free moves. You can see I had the Shadow Ball. I should have just got rid of it immediately, because Trevenant can't do anything to Crobat, so I could have just Poison Fanged it and Air Slash down. But, you live and you learn. We're now 2-1, so if you use this team, do the absolute opposite of what I did in that battle, because I played dreadfully and I just left it in because we all make misplays. I think it's good for you guys to see how I use a team poorly. So in this next matchup, we pick up a lead against Scrafty. They stay in, trying to catch a Poison Fang on Nidoqueen. We haven't got a response for Nidoqueen, so we stay in with Crobat. Crobat lands the Shadow Ball. I can now tank this Poison Fang and I should be able to Air Slash down. I'm counting their Poison Jabs. They're not even going to make a second move, so we've now got residual energy on Crobat. Let's see what they come in with, as I obviously want to align my Machamp with that Scrafty. They come in with a Steelix, so I'm just going to let Crobat go down. At some stage, we are obviously going to get taken out by these Dragon Tails. I'm going to bring in Snorlax once again as the damage sponge. I'm not going to shield anything. I'm just going to get this Steelix to dump all its energy, and then Machamp should have no problem cleaning up this match. So they are at the Earthquake, but they bait with a Crunch. Crunch does hardly anything. They're now at another Crunch. Once again, I'm not going to shield, but as soon as they dump this energy, I'm going to switch into Machamp, and it's time to absolutely smash through everything. The Steelix is doing as much Dragon Tail damage as possible. However, it's not going to be enough. The Scrafty is going to start firing off pups. I've got 2 shields, so unlike the last game where I lost with 2 shields, I'm just going to shield up everything and commit to the counter down. As you can see, we're still getting every single move denied, but this is going to be a good game. Scrafty's boosted counters only hit for neutral, whereas ours hit for super effective. So, in a reversal of game number 3, the opponent this time loses with 2 shields. Moving on into game number 5, so we're 3-1 in the set. Can we manage to clutch out a positive 4-1? We lead our Crobat into Machamp. The opponent is staying in, which is a bit puzzling to me. They're now at the rock slide. I'm not in any mood to get one shot, so I shield this up. We correctly shield a rock slide. They switch out into a Politoed. So I'm going to fire off this Poison Fang just to debuff it to make the Snorlax matchup more comfortable. We debuff it, now we come in with Snorlax. We've already expended one shield. The opponent is at 9, so they could go straight Blizzard. However, Blizzard with no stab isn't too threatening. Our Snorlax is still super healthy. I'm going to fire off this Body Slam, and if the opponent doesn't shield, this should get him really low with that 1-stage defense drop. It does get him really low. This Weather Ball also will not take us out, so you're going to see here, I let it hit me. You can see I'm not actually lagging here. I do let him get 3 more mud shots, so my health's at almost nothing. Then I use the 1 lick required to take him out, which means our Snorlax only gets 1 counter on it before it's taken out. So we give them a Machamp absolutely no farm. They switch out in the back into an Abomasnow. So with all the hard counters we saw at the start of the video, this is hard counter city to the opponent. I debuff this Abomasnow. These counters are now absolutely wrecking it. I go straight for this cross chop. I think this is absolutely over. The opponent knows it's over. They don't even shield. Back in comes their own Machamp, and Machamp once again smashes through everything. And we take that game. So we go 4-1 in the set. It could have easily been a 5-0. Other than the game in the middle, which I really messed up. But it is what it is. We'll take a 4-1. So my elo has dropped quite a bit recently. I haven't actually played much. I think I'm at like 350 battles. I think a lot of the issues has made me really not want to play. But I decided today I am going to try and get some fresh original content out. So we're going to have now 2 bonus battles. Once again, we pick up a dreadful lead against Mandibuzz. This opponent builds up to 5, so let's see what moveset they're on. They actually hit us with a Shadow Ball, which does quite a lot of damage. Like always, we are going to have to switch out of this matchup at some stage. Once again, the fast move comes through. However, I'm going to build up some energy. I'm going to shield this next move. I imagine this is going to be an Aerial Ace. It really stinks to shield an Aerial Ace, and that is the Aerial Ace. However, I'm going to fire off 1 more debuff onto this Mandibuzz to get it quite low, which we do. And then as they reach the next Aerial Ace, I'm going to look once again to catch on Snorlax. This is going to do even less damage as Aerial Ace is an absolute garbage move. We catch it and let's see what they come in with. They come in with a Drapion. Drapion Snorlax is a really positive matchup for the Drapion as you are resisting Lick due to their dark typing. They fire a Crunch, we don't get no debuff. We actually successfully deny a Poison Sting, which is great. We'll get this Body Slam off. Body Slam doesn't do too much. However, I think we're just outside of Crunch range. At this stage, I think they're going to have to go for Sludge Bomb to take us out. Let's see what the opponent throws. They do throw a Crunch. We're only 1 lick away from the Body Slam, so the fact that they didn't throw the Sludge Bomb, they could be on Aqua Tail obviously, means that we are going to draw a shield. Once again, I am going to put faith in our Shadow Machamp closer. We've seen Mandibuzz, so that could be that anti-fighter. They could have something in the back weak to Machamp. So we're just going to sack this Crobat at this stage. It can't do anything really to that Mandibuzz. We're going to allow Crobat to go down, and we're going to look to get a little bit of counter running start on this Drapion. Let's see what the opponent does. The opponent actually switches out into Mandibuzz, which is an absolute crazy play because the Snarls are doing nothing. Aerial Ace is a trash move, so we're going to tank that. Let's see what they're trying to protect in the back. We are saving our shield. Let's see what it is. Come on, show me the Galarian Stunfisk. The opponent is waiting out their switch timer, and there is the Galarian Stunfisk. So we're going to fire off these cross chops. Their switch timer hasn't popped up yet because they did switch into the Mandibuzz, so we're going to get both of these off. This second cross chop is going to do big damage. They are going to throw a Rock Slide, and as you can see, my health is super low, so I am going to have to shield it up. We do finally get a fast move through. That counter is going to register. I imagine they're going to try and sack at some stage. So as I reach the cross chop, I've got no intention of throwing. We count down the Drapion, and Shadow Machamp closes this matchup strong. So GG's to the opponent. Shadow Machamp going on a tear up. Moving on into the last battle of the video, which is bonus battle number 2. We pick up once again a pretty poor lead against Kofa Grigus. It's really hard to count their fast moves as the Crobat does take up most of the screen. We switch out into Snorlax. The opponent looks like they might have lagged a bit because they didn't switch out immediately, but we are hard punished with a Scrafty. Scrafty does fire the power-up punch, but we got a little head start, so I'm actually going to bait here with a Body Slam. Body Slam will do not too much damage, however the Scrafty is going to be wary of the superpower. We draw the shield, we go straight for this superpower. Superpower from Shadow Snorlax does around 45% to the Scrafty. We've now got it pretty low. The Scrafty does successfully farm us down that at 7, so I'm going for a 5-head play of bringing in the Machamp. Expect them to throw immediately because they know they are going to get air slash down as they're so low, so I'm not shielding this. We do tank the foul play, which is great for us, and now I'm spamming back out into the Crobat. They now instantly switch back into the Kofa Gregus. I am going to shield up absolutely everything here, and the safest play is going to be just to go straight Poison Fang. Despite it being resisted, air slash from a Shadow Crobat does do quite a lot of damage, so these Poison Fangs are going to do nothing like you can see. However, this second one's going to do more, and the air slashes are really starting to chunk. So the opponent completely sacks it, we air slash down, and now we are going to see that Charmer return once again. Our Crobat does resist Charm, however is quite squishy, but we should be able to get to 2 Poison Fangs. They tank the first one, which is a pretty smart play. The second one will do more damage. This one here will definitely draw the shield, and I'm going to transfer that Charm you saw go through onto my Machamp. So back out comes Machamp. We survive 2 Charms, we get to a cross chop, and with the double defense debuff, despite cross chop being resisted, it's enough to take this game. So Shadow Machamp closer, even closes against fairies. Well, not really, but in that game. So those were the battles with a triple non-XL team in the Ultra League Remix Cup. I would recommend this team, however I wouldn't particularly recommend playing right now as it is quite frustrating. You could see that we were a bit laggy and a bit desync throughout this set. However, we did still pick up some big wins, so you can use this team to hopefully climb with. However, I'm not guaranteeing you get smooth gameplay. I'd just like to say thanks for watching, and I will see you all in the next one.